Tight formation, multiple tight ends on the field. Stanley, wheel route out of the backfield. He's wide open, makes the catch at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown Utes. Flag comes in at the end, maybe a little excessive on the celebration.
The linebacker gets caught up in the receiver's route, and the speed this guy possesses, it's instant touchdown because you have to get out there.
Result of the play was a touchdown.
Some chunk yardage.
Thanks.
Okay.
They've already got one of those big plays, the 64-yard touchdown pass. Have they got another one? Yes, they do. Welcome back, Brant Keithy. Touchdown Utes. Number 17 for Keithy, now in his 7th year in college football.
You watch that play. It was 13 personnel. 3 tight ends to the right side.
Stanley in the back, out of the backfield releases. It's the same play, a wheel route, and he's going to take it the distance. No flags. Touchdown Utah, 79 yards.
You got it, Rich. It was the exact same play. The offensive coordinators having a great day with formations, personnel packages, and just movement in the offense.
Give the gain of 16.
And this is just inside zone right here. Inside zone, handed off to the running back. Offensive line starting to get a double team at the point of the attack, driving them back, and the running back just has to pick a hole.
The season opener, out of respect for what South Dakota State has been.
Absolutely.
Keithy on the reception, fighting his way into the end zone for a touchdown. That's a grown man touchdown for Brant Keithy, his 3rd of the game.
He knows he may not play in the second half.
Halftime, just 68 seconds remaining in this first half.
Then the slot on a little wheel route, comes and stops. But then there's 4 defenders there that should have stopped him. We're talking about a guy with the will to be great. He just wouldn't be denied. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 defenders trying to keep him out of the end zone, and they can't do it.
Brant Keithy's father, Dennis, played. Second down play, and that one is intercepted. Elijah Davis steps in front of the pass. That's the first turnover created.
Let the guy cross his face on the wheel route, and then he undercut it on out sitting down in zone. He thought it was man-to-man. Barry thought it was man-to-man, but it was a zone. And the corner sat out there, sat on the route.
It's Landon King, the tight end, moving to the right side. Stretch to the left. Mitchell trying to get to the corner. Going for the pylon. Touchdown, Mike Mitchell. His first career touchdown as a Ute. In high school, Mike Mitchell rushed for 2,002 yards and 22 touchdowns. He is a speedster.
They will scrape the linebacker to the outside from the 2 blockers on the outside. He just outran the defender to the corner. A lot of holding calls results from that.
How special an athlete was Randall Cunningham.
The ultimate weapon.
We mentioned West Virginia. You did earlier as a perhaps sleeper team in the Big 12. Neil Brown took that personally. We'll get our first look at West Virginia as you see what Isaac Wilson can do with his feet after a 22-yard gain.
Yeah, you look at the ESPN poll. You know, Coach Leipold in Kansas, you know, he's really changed how people look at the University of Kansas and what they, you know, what their ranking is.
It's all about a healthy Jalen Daniels, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Welcome to the start of the 4th quarter at Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. Utah in control, leading 42-0. Cam Rising had 5 first-half touchdown passes. It's now Isaac Wilson's game. And tonight it has been Dejon Stanley's game. A truly into the game for Utah. It is Brandon Rose. Rose takes a shot toward the end zone. That ball is caught for a touchdown. Caleb Lohner.
Great back shoulder. pass. And that comes with a veteran with a little more touch on the ball and understanding where the ball needs to be placed on the pass when you got somebody covered the way he is. A veteran pass.
For young Isaac Wilson in his debut as a Utah Ute. My apologies. Touchdown. Back on the ground and a big run here for Hunter Andrews.
Second down and longer. And it's a give. It is Stanley into the secondary. He's chopped down at the 42-yard line.
He can't be blocked one-on-one, and watch the center and him go after it. A terrific job opening that lane. There's our guy, Mokafisi, getting to the second level. If you're going to create matchups for him, he's got to hit home runs.
11 guys were involved in the pass game last week. They'll go with the end around here. Ashton Hawkins is bottled up and slung down. He was drilled by Teo Johnson, a loss of one.
You cannot move laterally and waste space. You have got to, if there is a crease, get north and south and what's there, because if you do this, look at the number of Utes that are going to be fast flow. DNs, linebackers.
Stanley is in along with Bernard, and they will fake it to Stanley. Money Parks the other direction. There's a marker in. It's a touchdown for now for Money Parks. It's way back there, though.
Got to watch Thursday's practice, saw a lot of this. A lot of the horizontal movement with all the different pieces. Keep those defenders who are fast flow.
Guys are on the field for a reason. Everybody has a reason. Ben gets hit. Ball is loose, and it's kicked around. Still on the ground. There are 4 Utes on it. Eventually, Connor O'Toole blew it up.
First time Utah. You know what you got to do, Jason, against Utah? You got to block their ends.
Dude.
And that ball, because of the noise, is snapped a little bit early. And Kelsey Johnson, that's his responsibility as he's coming across the formation. But because the ball snapped early, O'Toole.
Driveway lined by bricks to play basketball, and the toughness he's had to show is really impressive as Pendergrass goes down to the turf. It's a loss of 1.
Oh, Jason, I got to just say.
What do you got? Rising, scanning, and climbing the pocket. Avoiding contact and driving the legs all the way across the 35-yard line. Finally collapsed on by Thomas there.
Yep, there's a little risk reward for 25. The pocket breaks down. A good little game there from Baylor, no problem. And he shows that little cut right there, man. He has always been so nifty. Remember a couple years ago in this building with Caleb Williams, obviously an extraordinary athlete. They went toe for toe.
Yep.
Yard for yard, not just through the air, but he is another asset to this offense.
It was an ACL, an MCL, a meniscus, another ligament, the MPFL. Here's a throw sideline. That's a wide open Money Parks wheeling across the 30-yard line.
Oh, and they got it rolling. How about a little double move? We've seen just about everything, right? Little out route. I got that. Oh, no, you don't. I mean, just the eyes are being lost all over the place defensively. This feels like last week against Southern Utah with the amount of space and open receivers just dropping it in.
How about the ball? Last play, quarter number 1. They'll run it the other direction. It's Reese, and he's not going to get there. Teo Johnson spiked him down.
And throughout what will be a longer college football season if they make it to the playoffs.
Bernard, he's got a gash. Mekhi Bernard kept his feet just short of midfield.
Well, this is just awesome. Watch the left tackle Lomu, and then also watch Keithy to the front of the play. The double team right there at the point of contact with Matt Jones. I mean, Lomu, that left tackle is a redshirt freshman. He's 300 pounds, and he runs like a tight end. Keithy
made the decision for him. Hankins had it blocked. Teo Johnson on the move. Fano and Fillinger got the hand on it to spring him free. Teo Johnson, touchdown.
Because it was right in the middle of the action. It was right next to the snapper. Bofano and Fillinger leap right to the side of him, and you could see the big tight end is behind it. I think Lohner's going to have a chance as well. He didn't even get that opportunity. as the two defensive ends at 6'5" get right in the face of the kicker, and that false start penalty hurts. I wonder if they call bingo on those kind of returns as well.
So the background on that is on the pick six, which Utah has had in 20 consecutive seasons to lead.
Maker.
It's a run for Finn. That's going nowhere. He is hogtied by Fillinger.
I mean, these three ends are just 6'4", 255, 6'5", 250, 6'4", 252, and they are running.
How about the footwork to get outside of that after he stepped inside?
You gotta be willing to take 5.
This will lose a couple. Ritchie came up from the safety spot, and it's 3rd down.
He did, and he did so in a hurry right here. I mean, it is the one thing about Morgan Scalley, man.
Baylor on the comeback trail. Isaac Wilson to throw. Free runner coming. He had to release it, and he got it there for the 1st down. Money Parks wheeling down to the deck finally.
It's the best play the number 11's made in his career, because you know this is coming. You said to me earlier, can you feel it? Connor O'Toole hits you between the shoulder blades in a second. You don't, but you feel that nickel pressure coming. You know you're going to get hit right after you release the ball, but a perfect strike on a 3rd and 7 they had to have.
Leading to a 2nd and 13 for Utah, trying to hang on. Bernard galloping through the hole and finally cut down across the 20 by Bobby.
Many bodies, right? It's 5-on-5. You have seen Baylor put an extra hat in there a time or two, but that time a body on a body, and finally some grass, finally some space. Beautiful job there to get to Matt Jones, the middle linebacker. And Bernard, Mr. Versatility, whatever.
Because of a Cole Bishop interception late to set up the winning touchdown. It's Bernard. The O-line cleaned house for the senior. Bernard inside the 30. It's a gain of 30.
Right, so you just bring beef and watch them wash this down. There's the inside run blitz. You're trying to get into that gap. They wash it down. And then, yeah, Spencer Fano, Suga Taranga, Moka Fisi, all of those guys. And then the one-on-one. Bernard's going to win in the open field and gets the...
From 43, this is on the way, and it is good. Parks in motion. 2nd down. There's a play action. He tries to step into it, and he throws a little wide. Money Parks comes back for it. What a rescue.
He had a touchdown. He had a touchdown on the deep post. We saw Singer with an unbelievable fingertip grab, and once again an explosive play of 20. And it's the receivers that are picking up the youngster.
Wildcat. Here we go. Head down and in. Touchdown on the ground. Brant Keithy.
Watch Nick Martin, man. He is a bad, bad man, a middle linebacker, all conference, 2-time captain. And this is just a one-on-one. They don't even really get to him. A nice job by Kirkland and those two.
Pittman in motion on 3rd down. Couple of crossers. Wilson flushed. He'll throw. He's got Singer, and Singer has the 1st down. He got clocked by Rucker, who's right in his face. They're going at it.
To go back to this kind of mesh concept and look at the eyes of the true freshman. No panic. No panic whatsoever. And the body control right there to contort himself and put that throw on the money. And yeah.
3rd and 11 for Wilson. Late pressure picked up nicely by Bernard. Wilson rolling and running for it. Wilson's got the 1st down into open space down the sideline. Isaac Wilson broke contain. A 48-yard run.
We have seen Bernard do it with his legs on the ground. Look at him right here. Take on the rusher and just sacrifice. Just do enough so Isaac Wilson sees man-to-man and everybody running with their guys and nothing but green grass in front of him. And what a huge play. Look at those eyes. Look at the eyes of the freshman. They just tell them.
Rangel back out there. He'll hand it off, and a broken tackle leads to a loss of 2 anyway. Tafuna spiked down Ollie Gordon.
A lot of conversation about what's going on with the run game. Well, there's a little stunt, there's a little movement. The thought by Utah was, hey, let's show some different stunts, show some color.
Dealing with the hay at 86 years old, they are tough as can be. Mekhi Bernard on the run, keeps his feet and breaks away. Look out, Bernard, hesitation down the sideline. Mekhi Bernard embracing the ball down to the 25 to hang on. A 61-yard run.
What you say about him as the best fourth quarter running back in college football? He didn't wait to the fourth quarter. Nope, he ran right through that one missed tackle. I think that was Martin that was flying in, and then there's another, and then there's another. And I know why you didn't love that punt. You were being kind to me because you were like, man, this defense has been on the field a long time.
That's exactly it.
There has been so much asked of this defense. How much more do they have in the tank? Well, they just showed you not very much because Bernard,
the tailback. Utah runs it straight ahead. Bernard with a gap down to the 41.
Bernard kind of turning into like one of our favorite players in college football.
Yes, the answer is yes.
I mean, 14 more yards here and just whatever is asked. How many guys in his position stay at Utah?
After being a defensive back,
yeah,
being third fiddle in the running back room quite often.
Yes.
He striped it. But the Utes have brought this version of keep away. Now Wilson off play action. Wants a deep shot down the middle. Brant Keithy will stroll in.
Just going to look at all these big bodies up here. We are just going to max protect. We're going to release two guys. Isaac, get on back there. Buy yourself a little time and then just go throw a laser. Cale Smith, the corner, tries to undercut it there. And Keithy, the concentration.
Behind Wilson, almost like a pistol formation. On first down, just short of midfield. Play fake. Wilson across the middle, and that's a completion into Arizona territory. First down inside the 30. Another catch for Dorian Singer in Tucson. And is becoming a Utah star early in this season.
Well, he really is. He's really becoming one of the top wide receivers in the country, just running a basic in cut. But it was a great job by Isaac Wilson reading the defense, seeing the linebackers lose sight of the receiver Singer in zone.
First and 10, play fake, pressure comes. Wilson scrambles, turns his body. What a throw! Singer with the catch inside Arizona territory.
Comfortable out there. He's showing some good things. Big 91 Isaiah Johnson breaks through from the nose tackle position, forces the young quarterback off his spot. But what I love about Wilson, he keeps his eyes down the field. He remains a passer.
Part of the field where Utah has struggled. Bernard, handoff left side, bounces it left, cuts it upfield, all the way down to the 10 to about the 9, where it's going to be first and goal.
By that left side of the offensive line. Flem, I think you could have even ran through that hole. Mekhi Bernard getting to the second level before hand is even placed on.
That kid's 17 years old. Utah ball after the punt. Wilson across the middle. He's got his man caught in stride. Another catch for Dorian Singer. And here we go again. The Utes right back. There is a flag on the play. Maybe. I don't know. I don't see a flag. Third down and 7, Utah. Pressure comes, the throw, and what a catch! Beautiful. That's Pittman, Micah Pittman.
Catch big number 3, Trey Smith, 6'5", 270 pounds.
For some reason we can't get that right. It's 43 seconds. Clock was stopped on the timeout across the middle, and another catch, but then the ball comes out. Keithy, and they'll say incomplete. Keithy is down on the turf. He had it, and the ball came out, but they're ruling the pass incomplete after the bounce. So Wilson will hand the ball off left side, and that's Mekhi Bernard cutting it upfield, making a couple men miss. And a nice run for the guy who's had 3 straight 100-plus yard games coming in.
I think that's a great opening call in this second half for Utah. Settle in the young quarterback.
Right? That's huge. You have to win 3, not 4 games to win a title. Arizona's offense on the field, bad field position. They try a little misdirection, and Utah was not having it. A loss of 2 The ball ended up in the hands of Jeremiah Patterson.
Great job by Logan Fano on the outside, number 0. Working from the defensive end position of.
I think we're excited about where we're at right now, but we also know we got a lot of football left to play, right? We got the fourth quarter. That's where games are decided. And so we got to continue playing with that physical edge and make some plays in this quarter.
What is it going to take to close this out?
We're going to have to put some more points on the board and also show up on defense. But
as an interception.
What an unbelievable momentum shift. Keep an eye in the middle of your screen. Arizona's going to go on a hard play action. You're going to see all the linebackers bite up, and you have a tight end running down the middle of the field, wide open, ready to deliver the knockout punch to the Utes. Instead, Fafita.
Depending on the score. 2nd and 7. Wilson in the pocket. Wilson's going to throw deep middle, and Singer jumps up and snatches it.
What a great job by the young quarterback, finding his go-to wide receiver, Dorian Singer, matched up on Takario Davis, who we've been talking about all night, making play after play. Isaac Wilson just throwing a friendly ball to his wide receiver, allowing the 6th.
1st and 10, Utah at the 20. Wilson back to pass. Wilson, touchdown! That's the old hoopster, Caleb Lohner. One-on-one from 20 yards out. And Utah is back in this game, his 3rd touchdown of the year. He wanted to try football, and he may one day play in the NFL.
Yeah, what a great story for Caleb Lohner, but even better throw by Isaac Wilson.
No panic with the place just going nuts. Now Conley tripped up. Maybe lost a yard. Let's go down to Stormy if she can hear us.
Guys,
Arizona is in field goal range with their kicker. They are. Handoff. Risano stacked. And he lost a yard, maybe even 2. On 3rd and a yard. Handoff. And Conley got tackled, and I don't think he got there. In fact, he might have lost a yard. So Kyle Whittingham will use that final timeout. Alakai Gilman from his safety spot. And he's missed most of this game. Handoff on 1st down. And a tackle just short of the line of scrimmage.
Long 56. Strong leg. And the kick is good.
If you have your pad level high, he's coming right at you.
Levin on the zone read, trying to get to the outside and cut down. How about Utah losing 2 safeties to the NFL and really have not missed a beat back there. Here comes the blitz on 3rd down. Levin hit as he throws it. It's intercepted. Big number 58, Junior Tafuna, 3-time all-conference player in the Pac-12.
Falls into his left hand.
Logan Fano coming around the corner, hit Levitt, and Tafuna, that one gift wrapped
on 3rd down.
Becker hit from 48, this from 40. And he's able to put it through. 6-0 Utah. They get 3. Mekhi Bernard again, big hole, stays on his feet, zigzagging, and brings it inside.
Tight end, Brent Keithley, and then Bentley as well. They do a nice job of pulling offensive linemen around. Bernard is just, he's a pretty good, he's a pretty good. They are coming.
Play clock down to 3. Here comes the blitz off the edge, rising down the sideline. It's caught all the way inside the 15. Dorian Singer.
To Singer, you're going to throw it outside and away from coverage, but he has to break off his route, come inside to track the ball. That's just a great athletic play. But when you lose the lower half, that's really tough.
Mekhi Bernard with a huge hole, stiff arm, and drags tacklers close to midfield for 24.
As well, along with the lower body injuries he's played with.
Out of a 3 tight end set, Rising will throw. And that one finds Keithy. And Utah back in plus territory. Finish the drive with a touchdown.
Well, he layered this baby, didn't he? You got Crook trying all he can to climb the ladder and make a play. His rhythm back as they progress here.
Still 2nd and long. Pressure off the edge. Pocket hold. Singer wide open. And Dorian Singer with a first down.
That Dorian Singer is going to run. So you look coverage off, come right back down the seam in the middle of the field, and Singer's right there for you.
Again, 3 tight ends. Bernard, the running back out of the pistol. He gets the call. Behind that right side, Mekhi Bernard for the touchdown. Utah takes the lead.
I like the celebration. Just dab off a little sweat, young man. Good football player. We talked about the strength of the offensive line, that right side. They bring in the tight ends and go that way. And Utah with a lead here.
Utah on the move, down 4. Cameron Rising lets it fly. Singer reaches up and hauls it in. And the Utes inside the 40 of Arizona State.
Cam Rising, because it doesn't allow Arizona State to pack the box and defend the run. If you can at least just complete a couple to make them respect the pass, now you can come back with Bernard and run the football without a huge come up it would be for Arizona State and that gamble.
From 46. And this one inside the upright.
Look at all those bodies around the line of scrimmage.
Levitt moving the pocket. Backside pressure. Thrown outfield. Who else? Scattaboo.
What'd you say, Clark? Scattaboo, Scattaboo, Scattaboo. Out on the route with an over-the-shoulder catch. You're responsible as a quarterback for the end man on the line of scrimmage and slide protection. You get away from him. You do a nice job of buying yourself some time and then lobbing what.
2nd and 17. Rising underneath. Bernard accelerates, ran into his own man, and picks up the first down.
He just ran over Keithy and spun out and with it. But the pressure coming inside from Jeff Clark. Nice inside move. He is a dominant inside pass rusher.
So you got Hoss Haney, who's a really good running quarterback in there. The ball goes to Cam Cook, and they lose yardage. I know sometimes this stuff gets scripted ahead of time.
But checking the football down underneath the battle.
And here's where they love to go. Hurry up, and Hoover loses the ball. TCU, and again here tonight on their first drive, the turnover bug pops up immediately.
That's right. It was a fantastic opening drive.
Williams in motion. Handoff. Cook, who stumbles and probably lost a yard, maybe even 2.
You see the Utes just winning the line of scrimmage from the snap of the ball. Talking to the
freshman kicker, Kyle Lemmerman, lines up for a short one. 23 yards. That one's blocked. We've had 2 block kicks already in the first quarter.
West Coast under the lights. Te'o Johnson coming through with the blocked field goal. 0-0 ball game in Salt Lake.
So now you got your true freshman quarterback under center inside the 5. Bernard got through the hole. What a run from Mekhi Bernard out to the 20.
And this is something that the Utah football team is just going to need. With a true freshman quarterback in, they're really going to need to rely on this run.
Handoff. Bernard, big hole. There goes Mekhi Bernard. And he does not go down easily. Catch for Pittman on a short gain on first down.
Yeah, you're going to see a great shot of the kick-out block by Lomu, and then Bernard does the rest. Really isn't even touched. I think that was a really good location of the football.
So 3rd and 10. Wilson. Plenty of time. Zings that one in there. And here's your explosive play. It's Keithy into TCU territory.
Let's go back to that explosive game by Brant Keithy. Tight end split out in the slot position, just working against zone defense. Does a great job of selling deep, getting the safety, which is what allows TCU for the explosive gain.
First down. Cook gets it again, this time nowhere to go. Play fake. Wilson, plenty of time. Going deep, middle. Caught! Touchdown! Money Parks.
Well, this play never gets started if it isn't for Bernard coming over here in pass protection. Great recognition by the running back. Great pickup. It allows Wilson to look downfield, show off his arm talent, and Money Parks ran a phenomenal route, making it easy for his quarterback. And just like that, Utah is back in the ball game.
Haney, low snap, and he'll go backwards. The snap was not a great one. I think at least a couple, maybe even 3 yards.
Bad snap, poor execution.
Wilson, pressure got picked up, throws, and it is caught! A contested catch!
Isaac Wilson keeping his eyes downfield against pressure. You're going to see Johnny Hodges blitz right down the middle of the screen. Bernard picks it up, and then Dorian Singer uses all of his frame to shield off the defender, James.
He is the equivalent of a 31-yard punt. Now a direct snap to Cook, who might have run into his own blocker and then got knocked to the ground by Samote Pepa.
Well, you know, it is a little bit surprising, but when you talk to people around this program, they say he's got a lot of moxie and confidence.
How's that for moxie? Takes a hit, delivers a hit.
I tell you what, he's growing up before our eyes tonight, making some great plays here in the second half. Excellent read on the zone.
To Arizona State on the road. And last week, a disappointing loss to TCU, 13-7. Pressure coming, quick pass complete to the outside. That's Brant Keithy, the tight end. Brant Keithy with open field, trying to run away from everybody. Keithy to the 10, Keithy to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah, 71 yards. Especially early in games with a big play, 71 yards to the house. Brant Keithy back in his home state of Texas. The Katy native gets into the Keithy, who's got the touchdown, lined up tight there at the bottom of the formation. It's Bernard on the ground with a run out across the 30 for a first down. Michael Batten on the tackle. Fresh set of downs for the Utes. Wilson to the air. That's Dorian Singer on the catch out across the 45 for another first down tonight.
Yeah, and I think it's more so he's giving them pass plays that are kind of simple. You know, that getting the ball out to the corner like that, that's a great throw, and a great catch by the receiver.
Fourth penalty of the game for Utah. Keithy in motion. The give is to Glover, trying to get to the outside, and he does. Jalen Glover out across the 40. He's wrestled down at the 44-yard line.
Great pancake block on the outside right here. Bam! You love to see that. As an offensive lineman, you get up, you hype. He's ready.
Got Money Parks on the sideline checking on him. Wilson steps in, sets up the screen. He's got it to Bernard. Bernard down inside the 30. Utah scored on its opening possession of the game. A 71-yard catch and run from Brant Keithy. This is Keithy on the catch again. Look at him catching and running again.
You know, it gets out. Once you get the ball in his hands, that's when he starts to become electric. You know, tough guy, elite size for a tight end. As long as he's healthy, he's probably the #1 target for Wilson. You know, besides, you know, Money Parks, and we haven't heard anything from Money Parks.
They've got 3rd down and 5. This one's intercepted off a deflection. Jonathan Hall. Hall to the 30. And he's knocked off his feet at about the 21-yard line. Ball came out, but it went out of bounds.
The defense. He gets the ball out. I mean, that's got to be an easy pitch and catch for the offense. You know, Snead has been playing so well, running the ball, even catching out of the backfield, but you cannot have costly mistakes like that. That's the only.
They're 1 of 10 on 3rd down tonight. Make it 2 of 11 and a touchdown for Mekhi Bernard from 14 yards out, and Utah takes the lead. In the 3rd quarter, Mekhi Bernard gives the Utah offense a spark, a touchdown off the turnover, and the Utes are in front. 14.
Shotgun snap for Retzloff. Dancing around in the pocket, and he's going to go down. He had plenty of time, had nowhere to go with the ball. Fillinger was in there. Fano was in there. and a loss of 5.
Relentless. He has a high motor. He plays very hard. You're going to see him at the top of your screen. It's just a one-on-one blocking situation.
Handoff. Bernard, right side. A lot of room outside the 30. Gets tackled almost at the 33-yard line.
That's a great job by right tackle Spencer Fano. 55, sealing the edge.
And he's very proud of that fact.
It's just incredible. And the fact that it's for both schools, playing for Utah, playing for BYU.
Kick return, and a good one. Outside the 30, Snowden breaking tackles.
And Utah has plenty of very talented running backs.
Final seconds of quarter number 1. Rose straight up the middle, and there he goes. Brandon Rose into BYU territory. He's a big kid. Jack Kelly finally dragged him down. He's also a confident and emotional player. Guess who's back on the field next to Brandon Rose? It's the captain, Mekhi Bernard. Play fake to him. He picks up a blitzer. The throw is caught. Touchdown. Just a perfect throw to Keithy.
That matchup, Brant Keithy's going to win it every time. Keep an eye in the backfield also. Running back, great job on the blitz pickup to allow time for the throw down the field. What an answer by Utah.
BYU tests the limits. How many coaches can we fit in one box? They fit a lot of them. Rose over the middle, and it's caught in stride by Dorian Singer.
What a great throw and catch. Just attacking right down the middle of the field. BYU playing a middle of field open, too high safety zone. This is exactly where the football needs to go.
In the backfield, ready to take the snap. Vincent in motion. Keithy, left side, walks it in. Touchdown. High stepped it in.
And this stadium's electric. Keep an eye on the push right here on the left side of the offensive line.
Retzloff swings a pass, and the open field tackle. What a tackle. Zamiah Vaughn was there to hit Roberts, who didn't get close.
Zamiah Vaughn. Lassiter decides to not block the corner inside. Instead, he goes inside, which is why Vaughn is unblocked on Chase Roberts. Does an unbelievable job. You're going to see Lassiter go inside, which is why the corner's not blocked. But nevertheless, Vaughn comes up in the...
Rose in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Here comes the pressure. Gets rid of it. He's got his man inside the 5 to the pylon. Touchdown. Bernard got there.
What an effort by Bernard to stretch that football. You see him make contact with the pylon. Doesn't really look like a body part touched that white line for out of bounds. That's close.
Real close. We have our rules expert, Matt Austin, with us tonight. Matt, what do you think? So here we go. First play of the third quarter. Retzloff handed it off, and Utah was there to meet L.J. Martin. Man, a loss on the first play of 3 yards. Let's go down to Stormy. Retzloff now bringing Martin alongside him. Fakes a little swing pass, throws a screen, and an immediate hit. Another negative play. Maybe even more, maybe 10 yards total. And now they got a punt.
Keep an eye inside on Tanu Vasa. He is starting to wreck this game from the nose tackle position.
For the young quarterback and Utah. Rose in the pocket, throws, and it's caught in traffic.
What a throw and catch, and it's just a phenomenal route by Dorian Singer. Leaning into the cornerback, Mark Collins. They've had a great battle going all night. BYU elects to only rush 3 guys. Gives the quarterback plenty of time to make a throw.
Yeah, BYU's got to be on guard. A little hesitation, trying to pin the Cougars deep. Angled punt to the sideline. That's exactly what the Utah special teams does.
This is what college football is all about.
Handoff on first down. Nice cut by Bernard to get to the outside. And Bernard breaking tackles across the 40 to the 41. A gain of 16.
Kai Bernard just having a phenomenal season for the Utes. Mid-season, voted a team captain. You see the C on the chest, running through tackles, stiff-arming guys.
Now 2nd and 10. Little jet sweep style play, and Utah was there.
Just doing a great job setting that edge from the linebacker position, forcing the play back inside, not allowing Marion to use his speed.
First down and 10 of the 25 for the Buffs. Empty backfield. Shador will throw it on first down over the middle and intercepted. First play of the game. Lander Barton just stepped in the passing lane, picked it off, and Utah in business. Play number 1.
He is just going to bait him right here. So here's Barton. He's going to go over to his left, and then he's going to drop into coverage and watch just a little bit of pressure from Shador Sanders' left side. There's a bump. He can't get the air that he needs to get that ball over Barton, and Barton gets the easy interception. Utah is in business. A short field for an offense that has struggled without some of their stars, and now it's going to be Isaac Wilson without question. And think about, when he's over there looking at the iPad and telling you something as a young defensive tackle, you think you're going to pay attention? I know I would.
They got pro guys on this team for Colorado. And look at this run. Colton Hood straight up the gut. But did he fumble the football? Let's see. 38-yard return.
But they are playing much better. Only 29 sacks to this point.
Sanders in trouble. Oh, and we shouldn't have even mentioned it. He is sacked by Logan Fano. Augusta in the backfield. Sanders with the hitch. Shepard, and he's met immediately. Well defended this time. Dallin Hayden in at running back. Sanders backpedaling. Sanders, and he'll go down. Great pressure, and this is Karene Reed.
I love watching this guy on tape. Watch him on the pressure, and he's just going to come right around that right side of the offense. Dallin Hayden was a little mixed up in his pass protection from the running back spot, and Reed gets in there, and as the coaches said, this is a Utah man. And I tell you what, Shador Sanders is sure lucky that ball didn't come out. He was off in his game. That was the artist showing up right there for Shador.
1st and 10 of the 29. Inside, they throw into Western. And what's that play called that they're trying? Is that the bubble screen? It's this one from 47. Piece of cake. It's good. 21-9. Utah with something to build on. First down at the 40-yard line. Play fake. Wilson. He's got a man. Touchdown, Utah. What a great throw by Ike Wilson. Dorian Singer
with a great route. It's one-on-one over far side of the field, and here's Singer. He just runs right past him. They don't double move. They don't do anything. First touchdown Travis Hunter has allowed all season long, and that was a perfectly thrown ball. Partner, you called it perfect.
Augusta breaks it back, and he will be tackled for a loss about a yard. Hayden, nothing. Great job by this Utah front seven. These guys are strong, led by Jonathan Hall. 11 minutes to go. Wilson comes in, caught at the 15-yard line. Ryan again. So now Ike Wilson starting to go to his tight end. Safety valve. 25-yard gain.
I want you to watch his vision here because he's going to put eyes on the left side right there and then come back and throw his tight end open right down the seam. He does a great job of moving Shiloh Sanders, the free safety, over to the left and then coming back to the tight end, and he gets it over Hill Green. Remember earlier today.
Play fake. Wilson sets up, backside's got his man, and he'll score. Wow, that's Spencer Fano, the right tackle.
Give it to the big fella for the two-point conversion. Rumble in Utah.
And throwing here, going deep down the middle of the field, and hauled in at the 35-yard line. Dadron Sipper and hauls in a long pass of 46 yards.
Well, you're absolutely right, partner. And Isaac Wilson, as he finds the opening, and that post route not capped, meaning there's no safety up over the top of it.
6 carries for 46 yards through the course of the season, but they like him in short yardage. And what a hit! Was drilled.
Mahi right on the inside, and he breaks free. Just absolutely no chance.
Booze on the back. 12-minute mark before the half.
Oh.
And that pass is picked off. A takeaway by Lander Barton. And Barton is still moving. He's got some blockers. From behind, he's going to go all the way. It's a touchdown for the Utes. And Lander and Barton.
By Barton, but a poor decision by Beck to make this inaccurate throw. Poor pitch selection, throwing that thing to the inside. He's trying to hit no. That ball gets tipped into the air. And you can see Lander Barton getting downfield. It was the last block. With a little help from his friends, Zamiah Vaughn, number 5, comes and peels back. Keeps Null from making this stop.
Yeah, Jalen Null trying to flag him down, but Lander.
But nice conversion on that previous third down, driving here.
And Jalen Jackson goes nowhere as soon as he got the football.
Well, this is film study right here. And understanding situational football, expecting that call, and you called it.
The senior to try the field goal of 47 yards to cut into the lead. The kick is up there. It's out.
Keeps it all the way to the ground.
Quick snap. It's history now. Jackson brought down right away. They lose yardage. Yes.
Of his back, he hits the elbow. The ball gets knocked out.
And that could be the knockout punch. As Jalen Jackson is brought down right away. Jack Bomeister will move it away. Letting it go. Excellent special teams inside the 5. Special teams play. Complete. He's got it, and the 2-point conversion is good. Beck on 3rd and 5. Batted away. It's a 3rd one.
Which is the hand of Rocco Beck. Talk all the time about just get the hands up, but you understand where that ball is coming from. You match the hand.
Cyclones with a lot on the line, and under 9 minutes to go. Batari is taken off. Down the sideline is Luke Batari and out of bounds.
His legs on the zone read, and I was wondering if we're going to see what kind of running Batari could do. Sure enough, Iowa State plays running back heavy, leave Batari on the outside. What a huge gain and what a change in momentum. Sometimes that works better.
But he is an experienced quarterback at that position, and here he goes again to the end zone, bouncing his way to the goal line and just short.
And Batari takes off again on the zone read, and they're not respecting him on the backside. Look at this little move right here, though. Little shake to the inside. I need to take another look at this one. See if there's a body part down. Oh, that knee's down right there. It looked like that ball came down right on the goal line. We'll get a better look at it right here. Knee's down. Oh, it looks a little short. Yeah, the knee came down. A little wildcat.
Bernard for the direct snap. And Bernard is in for the touchdown for the Utes. And they have a 4th quarter lead. This game is fire. They only had 25 before this drive, and on that drive, they ran the ball. Pass is caught. Steve Potts from the tight end position, but it's got to be a touchdown drive for Iowa State.
Consecutive game with the reception. He has been a mainstay for this offense that's had a hard time in the passing game. There goes some pressure, and the ball's free. Utah trying to scoop it up, risk fighting for it back. It's still loose. The Utah offense has been the point of struggle for much of this season. Strong carry over to the right side by Zacharias Williams, right on cue.
But what a cut by the youngster. You love that from your freshman wide receiver, just getting always bringing the juice.
just fighting, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. Came in there to close up that hole.
Van Fillinger, we're happy to have him back. He didn't play a week ago against Iowa State, and they call him the mayor of Sac Lake City.
Pistol set. Zone read, he goes up the middle, and Logan Fano there to blow it up.
Spencer Fano, the right tackle. See him just staying home on the backside, and he's feathering that, meaning he's playing Brown and the back at the same time. Does a tremendous job.
Shoulder in motion, back right behind him. They give the home. Just fights, get back to the line of scrimmage, and there's that swarming. Over the middle, it's an interception. Boy, that was well overthrown to nobody. Taken away by Vaughn, and Vaughn's going to make it a house call. A pick six on 3rd and 8.
It's hard for a quarterback to get their grip perfect, and here you can see Dylan Risk just kind of floats this ball. He's trying to get it out to Whittemore. And Vaughn just sitting there saying, thank you for the gift. We talked about conditions like this, one little mistake like that just turns the tide, and that's 2 times now. All the tools can make people miss in a lot of ways, and just a tremendous all-around player.
Taps off the best drive of the ball game for UCF. This one's going to be fielded at the goal line by Smith Snowden. And Snowden will take it all the way.
They want to move the ball offensively. He's got to make some plays with his arm.
And off to the right side, back to Bernard, who's got first and 20 more before Mac McWilliams.
3rd white players, 3rd black players, and 3rd Polynesian players.
They're going to pass on 2nd and 1. Batari converts it over the middle. Able to find Williams. Dancing around, gets inside the 10, still spinning his way to the 7-yard line.
Well, there's no substitute for live reps. Batari just does an excellent job standing in the pocket, delivering a nice throw to Williams. And we had mentioned earlier with the injury to...
It's not Robert Smith's speed, but that's his speed. Hand off over to the left side. Again, they go to Mitchell, who's brought down by the big Lee Hunter.
Example of it right there.
And off to Harvey. Waits for some space, gets it to the outside, and trucks his way forward. Elijah Davis made the stop, but that is some patient running back play, even on 4th and 10. Risk with all kinds of pressure on him. Ball goes up in the air. It's behind him. That's a free ball out of bounds, and Utah's going to get it at the 49 with Zamaya Vaughn, among others. Batari looking end zone. Did he hang on? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Utah. Landon King.
Strong enough to make this throw behind the cornerback, and before the safety can get over and make the play. And that's just understanding the timing, getting that ball out perfectly.
I said 9, it was 14 after the loss of 5 yards in the first play. They go back to Harvey, who tries to spin out of traffic but gets bottled up and stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Still has no idea why he got a flag.
That's like a 1 jersey per player, please. Meanwhile, Colson trying to spin out of trouble. Lander Barton hanging on, though, for dear life. And Colson
earlier today.
Going to the left, Colson. Another stop in the backfield. This time, Rabbit Evans there. New mindset on what he wants to do. 4th and 9. Colson. Another tackle in the backfield. Perrette Reed drops him.
As we see offensive players do so many times, Reed's going to say, okay, I can do that too. A little bit of hurdling, gets up over the top. Barton there, of course, around the ball as well. You knew Morgan Scally again. Talk about teams and crazy scenarios at the end of the year, but with the portal, the way that it is, teams are just so different through the year.
Intercepted, and there's the finishing touch. High stepped into the end zone. Smith Snowden, a pick 6. 2nd and 9 for the Utes.
He's staring at somebody taking it the other way. Drops back here, and Snowden just saw that the whole way, and that's coaching, man. You get guys expecting that late throw over the middle.
Upsetting season on a lot of different fronts. Colson slips through one tackle, but isn't going to get through that one. Dallas Fakalehi